Hello, people on the internet. Johnny has more to say about the topic from last episode. And I'll play while he's talking.
Where did I leave off?
We were talking about Mario 64.
Right. Oh, so, yes, I do think it's completely stupid you have to do the triple jump after you find the thing to be able to activate the power-up that you collected, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've already got it, I've got the wing cap, I'm wearing it, I'm running around with it, why do I have to triple jump to be able to fly with it? Also, it's my hat. Why do I lose my hat, or my special hat or whatever with the wings, after I get hit by an enemy?
Yeah.
Like, and that means I have to go run around all the way back into this other, like... What?
If you could help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'd be mighty grateful.
Okay, so this is an escort mission, basically.
Oh.
I have to make sure these turtles are safe.
I see.
Anyway, as you're saying.
Yeah, so while the wing cap was a neat idea, it is one of those things that I definitely feel like they could have executed a lot better than they did.
Sure.
You know? But you could say that about a lot of the power-ups. I'm sure, from many different platformers, Mario,
Yeah, like
and iterations included.
Like Mario Galaxy, for example, the weird time limit you have for fire flowers.
I never played Galaxy.
Oh.
Didn't have a Wii.
Damn.
Yeah. I've been pretty behind on a lot of my Mario stuff because, well, haven't had access to Nintendo consoles for a while.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah. Just the guy electrocuted himself. Anyway, was that it?
I'm sure I had more to say, but I've become distracted at this point, so...
Fair enough. So what we need to do is we need... What was that? Sorry?
I'm just confused as to why all of these turtles don't have shells.
The baby ones?
Yeah.
Because they're babies. And, this is... Yes, I know. Turtles are born with shells, but this is,
It's literally their spine.
This is a video game.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird to me, that's all.
Understandable. Also, these, starfish are the enemies well, not enemies, they're the things
Critters.
Yeah.
Also, some beach day.
Yeah, why don't I go on vacation here? I mean, I guess I still gotta beat Ripto.
You were already on Sunny Beach. You could have just vacationed there for a hot minute. But no. Or is this Sunny Beach?
This is Sunny Beach.
Oh, okay. Regardless.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to use a rocket to destroy that,
Don't matter.
Yeah, because I have my reward from 100% completion.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you fucker. Stand on the switch, thank you. That's where you belong.
Wow. So can the babies or whatever actually be damaged, or
No.
is it just make sure you complete all the things so they can run up and do the thing?
I think it's just the thing where I have to just open the doors for them and that's it. So, it's like an escort mission, but better.
Yeah.
The water workers have captured most
Arbitrarily.
of our baby
Yeah.
turtles, and the boxes they put them in are incredibly strong. With a more powerful flame attack, maybe you could break open the boxes and release them.
Yeah, I already have that more powerful flame attack. I don't
Also,
need...
those are baby turtles, but there's also the ones walking around on two legs with no shells, so, like, what's...
It's a video game, Johnny, it's a video game.
Yeah, but... like, those are clearly just regular, like, small or baby turtles, so...
Don't think about it too hard.
Yeah, that seems to happen with a lot of games, that I just... You can enjoy it if you don't think about it too hard.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. It's kind of silly, but... you're not really supposed to enjoy this for the...
Level design?
I was gonna say more like the world building, I guess.
Well, to me, that's a big draw of a lot of these sort of like styles of video games, is that because there's not really much to the platforming, because it's mostly the same sequence of buttons laid out in site variations and whatnot, you have to build levels and worlds that feel cool to run around and do stuff in.
I mean, and I think this does. It's just
Yeah, but certain features, Again, you can make that complaint about a lot of things, so it's not just this specifically, it's
There's a
just...
shelf up at the top of the...
I can't climb ladders yet. Wah.
I think you're supposed to be able to learn how to do that in Summer Forest.
Yeah, but I haven't yet. I don't know where Moneybags is. I'm pretty sure I have to learn it from him.
Yeah, because he also taught you how to swim underwater.
Yeah.
Thing.
It's really weird. Like, literally all he did was say, hey, press charge and you can go underwater. And like, Spyro, you couldn't just figure that out on your own?
Like, really?
Like, literally just put your head in the water. But no.
But if I put my head in the water, I'll drown!
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
Also, I thought those were like zombies when I first saw them when they were in the level.
He thought the turtle was a zombie?
The little ones, yeah, because they're like running with, walking around with their arms outstretched. I thought they were like zombies or something.
Okay.
And then he was like, these baby turtles, and I was like, oh, they're just dumb kids, apparently.
There's one more box I didn't break open somewhere. I hope it's not up a ladder.
Probably is. Probably up that ladder back there.
No, that's where the chef is. The one that apparently wants to cook baby turtles that I can't do anything about yet. Because I can't climb ladders. So, yeah, I guess I'll just let the babies boil.
No.
I mean, I can't do anything. What do you expect? What do you want me to do? I can't climb the ladder.
Yes. Again, that seems like a silly button. I feel like you should be able to charge at the wall and, climb up it.
Hey, that's character progression, isn't it? Being able to climb ladders.
I don't know. He's got claws. He's got the ability to run at walls. I feel like you put one and one together, you get two,
Yeah, but he can't yet. I have to unlock that ability.
Right.
Character progression.
I forgot you gotta go talk to a dude and pay him an amount of money for him to be like, yeah, 1 + 1 = 2. And then Spyro's gonna be like, oh yeah, 1 + 1 does equal 2.
Yeah.
Wow, I never figured that out. I thought 1 + 1 was just more 1. Whoa!
Nice work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated the special portal. You won't find a talisman in Ocean Speedway.
Again,
But if
why
you're
does she have the
fast,
weird
you'll get
dress
lots
thing
of
on again?
treasure.
Video games?
Video games.
Video games. Right.
Anyway, here's Ocean Speedway. I guess this is the equivalent of the flying level in the second game.
I thought this was a race.
Yes, but it's also a flying level.
Oh.
Essentially, it's a flying level plus a race. So there's like 2 objectives.
So you're flying through a bunch of different colored hoops? Or is it like the other flying levels where you gotta run around and shoot stuff too?
It's like the one in the first game where I gotta shoot stuff too.
Also, why can't you do this flying thing all the time again?
Because
Super wind or something?
the levels aren't built for or built around it, I guess.
Again, he is kind of silly.
You're silly.
My face is silly.
Your mom is silly.
Yeah, it's silly.
Your dick is silly.
My ass is silly.
Always the same pattern each time.
And?
We're creatures of habit. Where's the last speed?
There.
Oh. Okay, and there should be... Yep, okay, cars. Fuck you, come on. Jeez.
Charge is coming.
Yeah. It seems like you have supercharge.
You did it.
I did, yes.
Retry.
Because there are 2 things in these levels. There's that, and there's also... I go over here.
think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion. All right, Spyro, meet the course champion. In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. But beware, if Hunter flies through a ring first, the ring will start to shrink.
What?
Basically, I just gotta fly through all the rings.
What is this? What shenanigans is this? What?
I just gotta make sure I follow Hunter. It's not exactly a race, quote unquote.
Then why is it called? Why do they call it a race? Why does it take place on what's known as Ocean Speedway? Also, how is he flying? What's carrying him?
He has like a mechanical wings.
What?
Yeah, he's got like a backpack that has mechanical wings.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Problem?
Explain to me again why Spyro had to be involved in all this.
Plot.
Right.
Because otherwise we wouldn't have a game.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope there's no... Okay, wait, Ocean Speedway under 110? Wait, that's probably for the race that I haven't done yet, okay. I think. Unless that really is for the, breaking things.
Great job, Spyro. That was some excellent flying.
She's a mermaid-looking character. Why does she care if you can fly or not? Why are they all out of water? Shouldn't they be, like, suffocating? Or shriveling up because, you know, fish out of water?
Yeah, I don't know. Also, okay, so under 110 is the thing for, the skill point. So I have to do this again, but do it under 110.
Do what under 110?
All this.
Breaking the things?
Yes.
Or the race too?
Breaking things.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hope that didn't affect my time.
Well, it's counting up, so I mean...
Well, yeah, I don't have a time limit anymore. My limit is just do it before the timer hits 110.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I just have the cars now, right?
Looks like it. Oh, I hope you don't have to go back. You've only got 10 seconds. Nope.
Nope. Okay, well, time to reset. How can I do this faster?
Oh, you still can't. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drown, but basically touching the water forfeits the challenge, I guess.
Instantly.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I feel like they should have let you just, you know, swim around like a regular level.
What can you do?
Complain?
Well, you can do that anyway.
Well, yeah, but that's all I can do, so I mean...
Okay, well. Restart. That seems to be giving me somewhat of a speed boost.
What?
Doing the charge and then going back to the fly. Or maybe I'm crazy, I don't know.
I don't think you should try to ground charge through that. It seems to slow you down.
Yeah, maybe. I think I got it this time, though. As long as, there wasn't one up front that I missed. Nope.
Oh, okay. You're lucky you.
Nice.
Good job.
Thank you. $1990.
Whoa.
Was that the year my sister was born?
I don't know.
I think it was. Ah, there's Moneybags. Is he gonna teach me how to climb?
Probably. I'm gonna go down and...
Well, I'm still exploring. Are you getting tired?
No,
Alright,
I just don't really have a lot to say.
fair enough.
I got distracted and I'm all winded out of whatever I was trying to talk about earlier, so...
Right. Alright, so I gotta close that, jump from window to window, and get an orb that's just sitting here. Cool.
See, now that actually seemed kind of clever.
Yeah.
Say, Spyro, you see this wall here? I bet you're dying to know what's on the other side. If only I had a few more gems, I might be able to remember how to lower the wall.
So this isn't teaching me how to climb, this is just lowering the wall.
Ah, yes. The sparkling beauty of those gems seems to have jogged my memory.
Wow.
Okay. So it's not the portal to Dragon Shores. Aquaria Towers is still a lovely place. Why, I have a home there myself.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna burn it down.
Right.
And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna eat you.
Mmm, bear meat.
I don't know how good that would taste. Probably really tough.
Yeah.
Really gamey. Or it might be great. I don't know. Never had bear.
I haven't either. I don't think bear is usually a common delicacy.
Maybe it is, maybe it doesn't. I
Hi,
don't know.
Spyro. This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans. Once the door is open, Ripto and Crush will be waiting in the dungeon.
Alright, so this one actually does force you to play all the
Probably in
levels.
the dungeon.
I don't know. But in Spyro 1, if you recall,
You only had to beat, what, like 1 or 2, and then you could progress?
as long as you had, like, a certain number of eggs, or a certain number of dragon statues, rescued,
Right.
or a certain number of gems collected, the balloon person would be like, alright, time to go to the next world, and you didn't actually have to do all the levels. But this one, because of the way they implemented the talismans, they actually had you go through every single level. I just did every single level in the first game because I wanted to, but this one, I actually have to. Which I do not mind.
Wow.
Right. What a bunch of assholes.
Funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water. We can't get it back unless someone activates the switches they're guarding.
Why do you have switches to lower the water of your entire, like, area of living when you clearly look like you're someone who needs water to survive? That's just a flaw in your system, man. I can't help you there. Like, if it's really that easy for a bunch of fucknuts to run around and, like,
Turn off your water.
your ability to exist and breathe, you might want to do something about that.
Yeah.
It comes from above.
And now we're swimming.
What?
Those shock sticks.
Okay, you say the same thing. Oh, it didn't actually fill it up all the way.
Okay.
Alright, well, I can go up here, though.
So what if you didn't learn how to swim before you got here?
I think I had to have learned how to swim before I could get here because of there's like a tunnel that I had to go into in order to get to the rest of summer, whatever.
Oh, that's right.
So, I wouldn't have been able to access this level before I could swim anyway. Oh, I I didn't even mean to hit the switch yet.
Yay.
Oops. I did a good thing by accident.
I wasn't trying to complain.
I know.
Are you complaining?
No.
Then... Okay.
I am normally not able to defeat these sharks.
Like at all?
Without, like, a super flame or something, but because I have super flame.
I still find it kind of funny that instead of just being, like, permanent, like, fire breath ability or whatever, you shoot a fireball instead.
It's a fireball that is also more powerful than the regular flame.
Right. In a lot of ways, I feel like that should just be a different type of attack, or, like, an upgraded attack thing.
Well, technically it is an upgraded attack.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. But you think it should be like, you can choose either the spread or the fireball, but the fireball maybe is like as powerful as the spread, it's just a different way of doing it?
Yeah.
Like for long range.
Right, maybe, you know, holding down Y allows you to aim and shoot your fireballs, as opposed to running around breathing fire on stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of silly that the spread breath gets replaced with the fireball exclusively, and that you can't just use both.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I guess it is kind of silly. I wonder if I still have to pay money bags. If I remember correctly, there's a section in this level that I have to pay money bags to use a submarine, because otherwise there's a shark that I can't defeat, but I actually can defeat them in,
Submarine? What?
Yeah, because otherwise I would have be no match against the mechanical sharks that I am unable to defeat if I didn't have my super breath. Yeah.
Alright.
Here it is. See, normally, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh. Oh, they just insta-kill me.
You were saying?
Okay, so they thought about that. Good to know.
I find that absolutely ridiculous. I feel like, you know, after you played through and unlocked it all and you got the super weapon, you know, it should be kind of like the cheat codes from, like, Lego games, you know? You can just run around with it on and it doesn't, you know, prevent you from completing the level the way you, like, want to, I guess?
Yeah. The Lego games are like their own unique kind of case with that.
At least the classic ones with the no voice acting.
Because you kind of need the cheat codes. Like, you obviously...
You don't need the cheat codes.
Well, in order to 100%...
But they're really fun to use.
In order to 100% the game, you do need them. Like, because there are some things that, like, get ridiculous in the amount of studs that you need.
You're sure.
And so you need the stud multipliers. Now, I mean, you don't need to put in the cheat codes. You can find, like, the red bricks or whatever to unlock them, like, naturally. But you definitely need them if you are to 100% the game.
No, it is actually possible to get true adventure.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, true 100%. Like, I'm not talking about getting true adventure. I'm talking about, like, actually getting everything in the game.
Oh, well, that includes getting the red bricks, too.
Well,
that
yeah.
Means, that means you gotta get all the red bricks, you gotta collect all the golden bricks, you gotta collect all the mini kits and whatnot by playing in custom mode.
Yeah,
which allows you to run
Free
with a custom character that, you know, you can custom and design and do kind of whatever you want with.
Yeah.
The lore of the...
I'm just saying, in order to 100% the games, which I want to, you do need to use the cheats. Like, even if you don't want to use cheat codes, you just get the red bricks, you still, like, to 100% the game, you need to activate the multipliers. Yeah, because there are, unless you really want to run around for hours and hours and hours, just picking up the same studs over and over again, because of how expensive things can get towards the end game.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, technically you don't have to turn on the multipliers if you want to spend...
It certainly helps.
If you want
to... But you don't... 200% the game, you do not have to turn on any of the red, like cheat codes. The only things you need are ability to use different abilities of characters in the free play modes and to beat the levels with true Jedi, adventurer, whatever.
I don't think you're quite understanding what I mean. I'm talking about, like, because there are some things that require
The only one I can think of
shit
right offhand
ton
was Lego
of
Batman.
of
And that one was
studs.
tedious and it was garbage anyway. I'm sorry, I did not like the Lego Batman game.
There are some items in the Lego games that require like a shit ton of a shit ton of studs to purchase, and there's like no way you're getting that without those stud multipliers unless you really just run around and do level, like, it would probably take you days to get as many studs without using the multipliers of non-stop playing.
Like what?
I don't even remember, but I just remember there's something.
The only thing I can think of is I think purchasing some of the what is it, not the mini kits, but the special kits or the Uber kits or whatever from some of the Star Wars Lego games. Like, there was the Death Star ones, I think, the blue kits or whatever. I think one of the blue kits was one of the Death Star things.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that those could run a pretty penny, but even so, it wasn't like
Well, even the stuff, some of the stuff
to
that
a ridiculous point that you weren't able to do it in the game without.
So, to 100% the game, right, you still need to purchase everything, and that includes all the red bricks. Even if you don't turn them on, you still have to purchase them all.
Yeah.
To 100% the game.
And they're 10,000 each. Except for, I think, the
There
multiplier
are-
is 50,000.
There are some that end up being, like, millions. Or,
Like what?
like, even billions. Some of the red brick stuff.
What?
In some of the games, yeah.
The highest I've ever seen was, I think, 500,000, and that was for Big Head Mode from, I think, the second Lego Star Wars game.
Well, you haven't played a lot of the newer Lego games, probably. But yeah, there are some that are just, like, ridiculous amounts.
Well, that's unfortunate. I know that Lego Batman with all the costumes and everything was a cool idea, but the game was not.
I don't like how it forced me to jump down. Oh well.
It wasn't as fun as it could have been. It didn't feel really cool to run around and beat up the bad guys.
Which
because
Lego
it's
Batman are you talking about, by the way?
The first one.
Okay, the first.
That's the only one I've played. I haven't played 2 or 3. I've seen gameplay and I've watched others play it, but I have not personally played them.
Yeah, the first one's kind of weak, in my opinion. The second one is better, but it also has its own problems. The third one actually, like, got its shit together. Listen, the second Lego Batman had abilities that
So
would,
in the
like,
first one, the whole thing was you had these suits. Each one had a specific, unique, like, tool
Yeah.
or power or whatever. Like, you had the heat suit that could resist the ability to, resist heat, so you could walk or grab or whatever onto the various, like, super hot, like, bricks and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you immediately had to run back and swap it out for a different one, like, say, the Sonic suit or whatever that could shatter glass.
But
then
at
you had
least-
to run back and
yeah.
swap it out for, I don't know, the freeze suit or Arctic suit or whatever.
But at least in free play mode, they gave you all the suits. Like, you could swap between them at
At least
will.
most of them, enough that you could use. Or did it give you access to all of them?
All of them. If you knock them, at least.
Anyway, yeah. Which, I mean, cool, but I don't know. It feels arbitrary to have to do all of that in free play when I feel like I should be able to, as Batman, go to a point and select any suit I want, rather than
yeah. So
constantly having to run back to grab this one specific suit, run over, do this little sequence events, run all the way back to grab a different suit, or run to a completely different station somewhere else in the map I have yet to see to grab the suit I need to progress. You know, it's just it's a lot more tedious than it really should have been.
So, get this, right?
Sure.
In Lego Batman 2,
Uh-huh.
it's actually kind of worse.
How? Because it was already pretty bad.
Yes. So,
I mean, that's not to say that it's... Again, not to say it's necessarily a bad game, but the mechanics were...
so in free play mode, like I was saying,
Crikey.
in free play mode, you're at least able to swap between the costumes costumes at will. Lego Batman 2, each costume is tied to that specific platform. You can't switch between them in free play mode. You have to pick Batman or Robin or whoever has the costume ability, and then use them to get that costume, and then switch to your player 2 character or whatever, and use them until you need the Batman or Robin with that costume. And if you switch off of them, they lose the costume, and you have to go back and get it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. So Lego Batman 3, thankfully, though, brought back to being able to choose your costume at will. Matter of fact, you don't even have to... Lego Batman 3 got rid of the costume, like, panels in its entirety. You can just switch between your costumes on the fly, even outside of free play.
Which, to me, that makes sense, because Batman's all about the gadgets and the gizmos and tools and stuff on his belt.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't he actually call it like the Omni Belt or something because it has a gadget for everything? 'Cause he's always prepared.
I don't.
Like the world's ultimate Boy Scout.
I don't know. I don't know what he called it. I just thought it was called the utility belt or whatever.
Maybe. Regardless, my point stands. He's got an answer or a gizmo or gadget or tool or whatever for just about every situation he comes across. Maybe they're in limited supply, but the point is he has them.
Hand me down the shark repellent bat spray.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad that it sounds like 3 really capitalized on that. But from the gameplay and footage of 3, it looks like it's also very heavy on this sort of like boss rush kind of thing. Like you run around for a level, you beat up a bunch of goons or whatever, solve a puzzle, and then there's a boss fight.
I don't think I remember that being that big of an issue, or like that being that prevalent. I don't know.
That's what it looked like to me when I was watching Craig play it.
Pet man array. Well, he just won't obey me. Hey, you're just about the right size to ride on his back. Great. Hop on his back and guide him through each of the bubble rings as they appear. And remember, he's brand new, so try not to get him dented or scratched up.
What?
Just another one of these. Fly through the rings. And then there's gonna be a harder version once I finish this one.
Oh. Does it immediately follow? Like this is just practice for it, or?
Yeah.
Well done. I suppose I owe you something for that. Here, take this orb. I found it in one of my flippers.
Why is he floating weirdly in the bottom and not just standing there? Why are you both weirdly floating? Instead of your clippings through the floor.
I'd love to get him. Okay, good luck.
Well, because you kind of float in water. You don't typically stand at the bottom of the ocean. Like, when you go swimming, do you stand on the bottom of the swimming pool? If you lose your air, you can, I guess, technically, but
Yeah.
but then you have to come back up for air pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's actually possible if you can break the, that sort of, that, I don't know, what's water pressure tension thing. It's actually possible to get down to the bottom of the pool and just sit there, even with, a decent amount of air left. It takes a little bit of effort, but you can. Or stand on it, or, whatever you have.
Alright.
Also, if he's got on all that scuba gear and everything, it would actually make more sense for him to be standing on the floor than kind of weirdly floating there, just slightly above it. Because the, big ass oxygen tank on his back is going to lay him down.
Yeah.
Explosives to blast open the tower doors.
That's why I can go in there, I guess. I have to activate the side quest in order to open those. Okay, so basically... epilepsy warning, maybe, I guess?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good spot for a Johnny Not Approved bit.
Do you want to look away for the next bit?
Are all these towers that dark?
Yes.
Then maybe.
Okay, where is the next tower? Wasn't it up here? 1. Oh, there's 2. Okay. Yeah, I would recommend looking away.
Yeah, I'm hiding it with my head.
Okay. That's
another thing I want to complain about.
Yeah?
There are a lot of video games that have these sort of sequences where, there's like a dark room with a bunch of electricity or whatever flowing through it, and it's super duper bright, and it's a bunch of shifts in color really, really quickly because there's electricity in a super dark room, and it's just like, why? What made that necessary at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's a really, really good example of something stupid.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
one of the Call of Duties, I think it was Black Ops 2? Pretty sure it was Black Ops 2. There's a particular sequence in there where you have to run through a particular building full of, I don't know, terrorists or whatever.
Sure.
Arbitrary bad guy for the shooter game, right?
Yeah.
So you're running around playing Call of Duty Shoot a Man, and then you get into this one particular building. It's like super dark. You know, it's like barely like visible. There's like smoke everywhere. The lights are all like burned or shot out or whatever. You know, it's like a super like covert like mission, right?
Yeah.
So instead of letting you sneak around and everything past all the bad guys or take them out silently or whatever with, I don't know, a silenced pistol or takedowns and, I don't know, Garrett wire or whatever, instead what they do is they decide to give you a silencer on your assault rifle and a strobe light!
Oh.
Instead of a regular flashlight, it's a strobe light. So you turn that baby on and it stuns and disorients all your enemies, but also you, if you're like me and you suffer from epilepsy.
Yeah.
So you turn that baby on and, oh boy, they can't do anything, but now neither can I because I'm foaming on the floor.
Yeah.
And it doesn't tell you anything about this being a possibility in the game. It just gives, like any other game, it just gives you that, legally required warning at the beginning of it saying, oh yeah, warning, flashing lights, those who suffer from epilepsy may find some images.
But yeah, that's like on every
disturbing or
game.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool. Can you give me a bit more of a breakdown as to what I might experience regarding that?
Right.
Or at least warn me before you're going to have a sequence that involves specifically strobe lights. You know, the one thing I try to avoid in media and life in general.
Yeah.
Like this. This thing with the... They could have made it a static line. Like a laser. Like from the original game. They could have made it green lightning and not like a stupid... Like, as like flashy and whatnot. They could have just made it like a green electricity that kind of, flows, and it's like bright, but it's not like flashing brightly.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah.
They could have made it so it was, I don't know, a really strong whirlpool that pushes you down. You gotta charge through with something. You know, they could have made it like this guy throws a golden, trident or something at the wall in front of him, and he might hit you with it. I don't know. There's a bunch of other things they could have done with it. They could have made it where it was like a fish hook or something that's trying to drag you out of it. They could have made it so it's like a sewer grate you gotta bust open. They could have made it just about anything else.
Yeah, it didn't have to be strobes.
And unfortunately, I can't go to concerts much anymore because strobes are all the rage right now.
Oof.
I've never been able to go to raves because of it. I've never been able to go to really dance-heavy sort of nightclubs or concerts, raves, shows of a lot of different types because people, for whatever reason, love using strobes and strobe effects. And that makes it really, really upsetting for me.
Understandable.
Yes, I am one person, but also, why does everybody have to get into this thing with strobes? Seriously, lasers are cooler anyway.
Yeah.
Or even just regular, solid, spotlights. What happened to that? What happened to those?
Wish I could tell you.
What happened to the really cool, super big screens in the background with a bunch of, weird, bubbles and stripes and weird, abstract painting stuff on them for, stuff. What? I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of lost that, track mid-sentence
Well done,
there.
Spyro.
That's alright.
Now that you have
But
6 talismans,
regardless, my point is,
Whoop.
why are strobes so prominent nowadays? I really don't understand it.
I don't either. I wish I could tell you.
Or really, really intense flashing sequences.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily strobes, but strobe similar effects.
So-
Strobe adjacent.
Right, it's up the ladder. Okay, well, we're ending the episode here, but I will let off with, there is a game that I wish I could Let's Play with you. It's called Spec Ops: The Line, and I played it, and it's really trippy. Like it's psychological, right?
Isn't that the one where, you can either choose to be, a war criminal or not, and it kind of...
No. You
Or is
can't.
that the one where you have to be a war criminal, and then it's like, you did a bad after it because...
Okay, so you already know the twist.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway.
That's ridiculous. Don't punish me for doing something that you're forcing me to do in your own game. That doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't teach me a lesson. It doesn't make me feel good for playing. It doesn't even make me think about the war criminals and everything I'm already committing. It just it forces me to do the thing, and there's like, hey, you did a bad. How dare you?
Yeah, well...
Fuck you! You told me to do it! You didn't give me any other option!
There is a segment in the game, right? There's a segment in the game where all the lights go off, and they start flashing every once in a while, and you have to find the enemies while it's doing that.
Is it, like, on for, like, a second and a half, and then it shuts off for a second and a half, where it's kind of like it's, like, illuminated briefly, like a few seconds, and then it turns off?
No.
Or is it, like...
Yeah. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Anyway, we're past time, like 10 minutes past time.
Oh, well, you were in the middle of a level.
Yeah, so see you guys next time.
Bye.